What's up, guys? We are live. Pharaoh Friday is in full swing. We're going to do some trading. As is typical, you are looking at the 5-minute NQ December contract. And we're going to give away a couple of Apex accounts. Good for any size, by the way. If you want, you can do a 25K or you can go up to a 300K. We're going to do that a little bit later. So come on in. Let's get to work. What do you guys think? Market here trying to take out intraday lows. We are 4 minutes, 10 seconds out from the close of this 5-minute bar. Let's see if it can. Tom, good morning. Javaz, how we doing? Gaines, good to see you, brother. All right, let's take a peek. Since we are, 3 minutes, 50 seconds out, let's take a look here at the 1 minute. Oh, man. I don't mind that 1 minute, to be honest with you. The 2 minute, minute 30 out. A lot of this relies on can the market take it down through the lows and hold it down there. That would be a big deal. However, we do have to consider this. Does that just turn into a big old wedge? For me, it depends on how strong or not strong the close is. 3 minutes out. What's up, guys? Dan, how we doing? Tom, good to see you, brother. All right, 2 minutes, 20 seconds here. Let's see if the Bulls can take this a bit higher. Yeah, I mean, if the Bulls could close this up here, I'd short it. I can make sense of that. Just risk that recent curl. That's a trade that does not take much thought, which you gotta love when those come. 2 minutes. All right, now, so the Bears have attempted to take out this low twice and failed both times. Which is relatively telling of the current balance. Now, the question is, do we get out of balance enough for the Bears to take it downside through and push? And if they can... Yeah, I mean, you know what? If the Bears closed it, like, down here around 730-ish... just basically beneath this previous bar's wick low here, I'd have to short it. Anything other than that, I'm looking to short it still, but quite a bit higher. Brandon, how we doing? James, good to see you. Have you guys been trading the overnight session lately? I traded it twice this week. And I had great nights both times. I don't like trading the over... Honestly, like, I kind of hate doing it. Because the trades take a little while. I only ever do it if I'm in here anyway. But... I honestly, if you're going to trade the day, I don't think it's very sustainable to sit and trade the night every night. At least forever. Jesus, you end up sitting in here until like 11 o'clock, waiting for your trade to play out. You can make money if the movement's all right, but usually it's not that great. It's just been pretty good this week. At least the 2 nights I traded it. All right, there's the close of that 5-minute bar, and that is a big old shrinking bear body. Yeah, you guys traded overnight. I don't know what it was, man, but sometimes it's not like this overnight. But again, I traded. Well, I guess it was Wednesday and last night. The overnight session. All right, hang on. We're 4 minutes, 20 seconds out. Let's see if the Bears take it through. So Wednesday and last night, the overnight sessions, I traded both for a couple of hours. And sometimes it's super, I guess, what you would call choppy. I don't know. Those last two nights, it just felt, you know what? You know when you're trading a particular chart and I don't want to say easy, but it just feels like you know what to do. And then you do it and it works. Obviously, as price action traders, we all like when that's the case. And that was the overnight session the last 2 weeks. Wouldn't it be great if it was always like that? These Bears are really having a hell of a time getting this through. All right, I will leave you guys, by the way. I'm not going to dangle the carrot. Let's do it the same way we did last giveaway day. I'll leave you guys in control. So whenever we hit 150 likes, we'll do the first account giveaway. I'm not going to set a time or anything, so you guys run this shit today. 2.5 minutes out. Let's look at the 2 minute here. Yeah, we're gonna head back to the 5. Did I misread, or does Apex require monthly fees for their funded accounts? You can choose. You can either pay, what is it today? 85 bucks a month? I think it's 85 a month, or you can do 140 lifetime. I always just pop for 140. And yes, I pay activation fees and all that shit. All right, 10 seconds here on this 5 minute bar. Now, these Bears are having a hell of a time. All right, that's going to roll over as an inside close, which means we got to go next bar. I think the Bears are going to take it through eventually, but I need them to do it before I bet on them. There we go. That's it, Bears. All right, we're coming into the kind of like the break-even point. So keep that in mind here. Yeah, futures closed last night. Yeah, down to like 714. Okay. So we're coming into that region. I'll still short it if we get a decent close. Did you see a nice clean bear close near its low? And I'm shorting the low a day. All right, halfway through this 5-minute bar, let's see what we get. Oh, this pushed 1 point through the all-time high and rejected hard. It's very interesting. We have kind of a double top going on at all-time highs. All right, minute 15 out. We might have a short on our hands. Hey, do you use like zones or plot levels on other charts? Or is that your main and only chart? I watch the 5, the 2, the 1. I'm a price action trader. So I don't really, you know, I don't require a whole bunch of highlighted zones. Pick your direction and go. Doesn't matter. Though price action is king, because it leads to everything else. All right. 25 seconds out here. Bears, come on now. Hold it together. Yes, sir, Roy. Yes, sir. We will give away the first Apex eval. The same as we did, what was it, last week? At 150 likes. So as soon as you guys, I have no time frame. As soon as you guys get it there, we'll give that first one away. Even if it's in 5 minutes here. And yes, these accounts that I'm giving away, it's a code that's good for a free eval that I'll send to you. And it's good for, you can do any size account at Apex. 25K, 150K, 50K, 250, 300, doesn't matter. 100K static, whatever you want. All right, well, you know what? The 2 minute right now looks, it's about to roll over here, but the 2 minute is ugly. It's very ugly. We're seeing kind of a lot of hesitation here around lows. We're pushing through and then hesitating. The bears aren't so sure. The bulls are trying to buy up this dip, which, I don't know, man. I mean, trying to get long without any kind of confirmation. I would get long if we got a bull body, you know, a half reasonable bull body. But just buying this blindly is a little nuts in my head. And yes, more nuts than trying to short the low. Which is, you know, I mean, that was one of the big struggles early on, I think, for me, is I think naturally a lot of people are contrarians. Which makes sense in the market. But you have to have some kind of point to put that on. For me, it's a price action signal bar. On whatever it may be, the 2 minute chart for a scalp, the 5 minute for a scalp or a swing. But without that, I mean, we're not even right on the day, on the session, right? So it's like, buy the dip. I mean, come on, it's break even. It's not like we're down 6% and you're buying for 4 months out. We give away the first account when you guys get it to 150 likes. It's that clear. It's that fair. I'm not going to dangle the carrot. It's up to you. That's how we did it last week. And we're going to do it again. Yeah, Beast, that's my plan. I do think we're in a bit of a soft bear channel here. What just happened? Did we just get news? Let's check the news feed here, see if anything comes through. If anybody sees anything, a headline or something, let us know in the chat. I don't have anything instantly. All right, here comes the rollover, and that bar is going to close as a big old doji. Jeez. That bar was kind of a tease, huh? 445 out. Make sure we're all set over here. When we do the giveaway, we're good to go. We're going to give away a couple of these codes here today. All right, 2 minutes, 15 seconds here. We really don't have much of a bear sequence. I mean, that last bar messed a lot up for us here as far as getting our setup immediately. Here comes the rollover of the 2 minute. It's going to be an inside close of that previous bar's wick that you're seeing here on the 5. We are still looking at the 5 minute. All right, we got 25 seconds here. No, I mean, something that would be reasonable, by the way. Well, now it just happened. Putting a stop limit sell right below, one tick beneath this wick low, you would have gotten a fill. The problem is this big trading range. Well, really, it's kind of a wedge, right? Now it's aggressive. These aggressive wedges don't hold up very long, typically, on average. Oh, there's a push, huh? All right, 3.5 minutes out. Let's see if the bears can actually put together a half-decent sequence here. Because lately, this is kind of nuts, huh? Inside, how many inside closes have we had? I would say the only reasonable... Now this is, I mean, you guys know, like, I'm picky, but I'm not like a fucking once a week swing trader. You know what I mean? Like you got to put on some trades eventually. Even if it's a B quality, I still put it on B plus. But my B plus might be someone else's like A plus. So that's the distinction to make. But I would say the only reasonable trade. Well, I mean, here you could have gotten short here. I don't know, you might have gotten stopped if, you know, depending on your target, you probably would have maybe hit out for half an ATR. Or if you risked a signal bar looking for a full ATR, you would have almost hit target, then got stopped, but still a reasonable trade. And I guess you could have shorted up here above this wick. That's sort of reasonable. Usually there's a lot of reasonable trades. This was like kind of a reasonable long, but it was just such a big signal bar that it's hard to justify that risk. Other than that, we've seen all inside closes. Which is crazy. It'll clean up here, it always does. All right, minute 20 out. You know, I'm honestly like, I'm not against at all getting short on a bull close. I would actually like to do that, but it would need to be closer to up here so that I could risk this. You could say, well, yeah, but the 20 EMA. Yeah, well, what am I going to do? Risk this? No. That would be reasonable, but we need to see a bull close. All right, 35 seconds. What a bar! All right, next bar here. 5 minutes out. I'm not an indicator guy. I trade price action. The 20 EMA is just up there so we don't get dizzy and there you have something to look at. And I will use it to, on the 5-minute chart only, I might use it to ward me off of a trade that to me is like a B setup anyway. If it's right in the way, because you know it's a psychological hang-up for people. Other than that, indicator-wise, I mean, bottom, you see the range compared to the average range of a bar. So it's the range of each bar in orange compared to the average true range, the ATR, with a value of 10 in red. I'm not sure I'd call that an indicator. It's more like a heads-up data display. Are people really still trying to use, like, indicators today? I mean, I know, like, 2020, 2021, everyone's chart was a mess. Is that still a thing? Are people still really trying to teach how to use indicators to trade well? I think people are too smart at this point. It's been like 5 years since that was popular. What's up, Stefan? Good morning. Yeah, I mean, listen, price action mixed with some kind of volatility indication on futures. I think that's all you need. I think that's all you probably should be using, at least if you're a price action trader. If what you're doing is working for you and you have data to back that up, do what you do, man. We're here to make money. Don't give a shit. I do not care how you make money. The point is that you make money. So if you're like, no, I use the MACD and it makes me a lot of money, great. Don't care. Fantastic. That's the point. All I'm saying is I've tried like everything, and I finally came to the conclusion that at least on big securities, Nasdaq, this is different for small cap momentum stocks where the 9 EMA is watched by every loser with a Robinhood account. This is because it turns into a self-fulfilling prophecy, and it actually tends to see respect. It's real. Kind of like the 20 EMA on the 5-minute chart. It only matters because people think it matters. But if you're trying to trade off of a 6 EMA, an 11, the magic number, that's 17 EMA on the 3-minute chart on Nasdaq, it's like, give me a fucking break. Come on, dude. No one is watching that. Why do you think it matters? It doesn't. What matters on the Nasdaq, on the S&P, is volatility, maybe like a 10 or a 20 EMA, a 50 EMA, if it's on a really popular time frame, like the daily or the 5-minute. And volume-weighted average price. That's what people watch. Therefore, that's what institutions and algorithms watch. I don't know. I mean, if you're using... And then, of course, you have like standard deviation bands on volume-weighted average price, which is legit. There's something to that, of course. I've used that in the past. But I mean, Jesus, if you're like trying to code up some clouds and your chart looks like an art project, you got to reset, delete everything, and start looking at actual price action. Doesn't mean you're going to be right all the time. You guys see me lose all the time. Doesn't matter. Losing's part of winning. The answer is, hey, do you have an edge? All right, we're 30 seconds out, by the way, on this bull body. Which, hold up, I am going to need to... All right, let's see. Come on, bulls, pop that thing! If the bulls can pop it, I want to fade it. And they can't do it. All right, here's a rollover. All right, Ben, can you explain what price action actually means? Price, it's what you're looking at. It's the bars. Okay, so the data that comes from transactions in the market is displayed differently. I don't care if you're using a tick chart, a time-based chart. There's no like secret chart. It just doesn't matter. You're looking at the same data displayed a little differently. So I like the 5, I like the 2. To me, they're well balanced as far as quantity of setups that I like to trade and quality of setups that I like to trade. You go like a 15-second chart, you get a whole lot of setups, but the quality kind of goes out the window because you have to make decisions too quickly. You start making mistakes. On a 30-minute chart, an hourly chart, trying to trade intraday, like you might be lucky to get a couple good setups a week. And for me, that's not enough sample size. The quality might be high, yes, but quantity isn't there, and that's part of the equation. You have to have a big enough sample size for the numbers to play out in your favor. How does a casino make money? They have built-in edge in the games, and then they say, how do we get people to come in and play as many hands as humanly possible? That's their business model. You don't think they're tracking all of this? The casino's entire goal is how much dollars can we have bet today? If they lose money, in this 12-hour period, you think they care? No, they say, okay, great. Spend more money to get more people here and we'll make it back times 5. So when you're looking at actual price action, you're looking at, for me, the way that and the price action is every single tick, right, technically. But the way that I think about price action is pick a time frame. For me, it's the 1 minute, the 2 minute, the 5 minute, at least intraday. If you're like swing trading for like a month at a time, the daily is a good choice. By the way, we're less than 3 minutes out on this bar. We might have something to do here. And then I like to look at closes. Now, on reversion trades, I don't have to wait for a bar to close because I don't really think it matters as much on reversion. But on continuation, I want to see that the confidence is actually there. So on continuation, I most of the time, more often even than on reversion, wait for the bar to close. Because it's easier to do that. And then when managing trades early, I also wait for a bar to close because I like to keep my decision making as easy as possible so I'm not confused. Confusion will kill your trading quicker than anything. If you even take 2.5 seconds to be like, oh shit, what do I do? You're fucked. It's over. You have to know exactly what to do at all times. So set your rules, and doing it based on closes of price action on a 5-minute chart is a really simple way to do it. So that you can sit here for hours on end every day and trade and not be confused and know it. Well, I mean, we always live in a fog, but at least as far as your plan, you're not confused. It makes your life easier. It makes your life less stressful. It makes your data easier to track. It makes everything better. Minute 40 out here. We are coming in for a test of that 20 EMA. People are looking at it on the 5-minute chart. So let's see here. All right, what are we at? Can I give an account away yet? You guys are weak. We need 150. And I will give away an Apex account code that is good for any size eval for free. All right, this is a pretty strong bar. Okay, we are 17 seconds out. Now this bull body, this has changed a lot. Earlier I was looking for kind of any reason to get short, but this bull body has changed a lot. Let's see if it can close in a respectable manner. I need it to close a little higher. That's not getting it done. Nope, that's not going to do it at all. Absolute garbage. Next bar. Those bulls got so insecure at the end there. So insecure. They said, that bar's about to close. Pull out. I'm not going to bet on them. All right, so we got 3 minutes, 45 seconds left here on this 5-minute bar. Tell you what, I'll be back in 2 minutes. I'm just gonna go grab some coffee. Don't go anywhere. All right, welcome back. We are 60 seconds out from the close of this 5-minute bar. And the bulls are struggling, so if we can get a small little bare body, I would love to get short here and just risk this curl. That's a very easy, thoughtless trade. Come on, Bears, get it done. Get it done. All right, we're about 18 seconds out. Big bull body. Very, very insecure. Bull body to follow. 10 seconds. Let's see if the Bears can flip this at the last second. If they can, I'll short it right away. Glued to the 20 EMA. Absolutely nothing there. Next bar. Gotta be patient. Gotta be patient. And when it comes, slap it. Okay, now we're about 4 minutes, 15 seconds out. If the Bulls could take this higher and close it, I gotta get long all of a sudden, which changes a lot. Because all of a sudden that little soft bear channel doesn't really have too much of a leg to stand on if this can close as a reasonable bull body. Maybe a little bigger than it currently is. And if it fails and just turns back into a soft bear channel, all I'd really have to risk is the signal bar, which is not a big deal. Depends how big this bar gets. But in less than 4 minutes, we'll know. This is looking pretty decent, huh? 3 minutes? So, total range on the day thus far is about 110 points, maybe? Well, it was maybe, what, twice that yesterday? Maybe I'm getting my days mixed up. I think it was. This time of day, at least. All right, 2 minutes, 15 seconds out. Roy, 28 points in the money for the day. Right at that 25% of the market range goal. Beautiful. Tremendous goal. If you can hit that consistently, at least pretty consistently, that puts you in, undoubtedly, I'd say the top 1% of people trying to trade worldwide. Which is obviously a really big deal. And I will say, I do think that there is a very outsized amount of 1%ers here. All right, well, we're 35 seconds out here, and this whole day is starting to change a little bit, at least as far as the bet I gotta slap. If, when this bar closes in 23 seconds from now, we close near its high. So, I'm gonna have to get a stop limit buy ready. We will get that out 10 seconds, and let's see if we can slap this guy down and get, believe it or not, yes, long. Come on, Bulls, close it high. Boom, slap that. Beautiful placement. I'll give that about 30 seconds here on this 5-minute bar. See if we can get a fill. Come on, Bulls, pop it up through. I want quick resolution with these stop limit entries. Oh, Bulls. Nothing. No trade. Gotta pull it. Gotta pull it. That's all right. That's all right. Next bar. All right, we're getting reasonably close here. Again, 150 likes. 150, and we will give away that first any size you want Apex eval. All right, I'll be back in a few minutes. Quick break. Let's be there when I get back so we can do the giveaway. And maybe take some trades, man, if this market cleans up. It's starting to clean up, actually. I have faith. We're going to get some trades here. All right, back soon. All right, welcome back. Market is pushing. We are 2 minutes, 45 seconds out. And let's see if we can get a little stop hunting action going, because we are damn close to that being a reality here. This is tremendous. So, halfway through this 5-minute bar, let's see what we get. All right, 2 minutes. Missed some trades? You guys know how I feel about this. You miss trades every day of your fucking life on every security. Thousands. So what are you gonna do? Cry about it? It's all right. You take the trades that you see while you're sitting in the chair. We're 90 seconds out. Let's see what we get here. Not really. Nope, I'm gonna hit the all-time highs the same way. I'm looking to hunt those stops. And actually, in some ways, it's better. Now, you might see a little hesitation, more so than normal, coming into it. But on the pop, you oftentimes get a little bit better push. Okay, we've got about 25 seconds. If this bull body can give us a reasonable close near the high. I'm going to give it a little wiggle room, but not too much. I'll get the copy trader engaged, ready to go. 13 seconds out, bulls. Come on. Hold this up. Oh, bulls. Bulls. They can't do it. They can't do it. Now, if you get a really quick push on the rollover, really quick, that's when you can justify saying, okay, well, let me put this out, and if we get a push through there, I still want to get long. But it's already been 22 seconds, and they haven't even tested that wick high. So, for us, that's no big deal. That means next bar, and we'll see if we get the same setup on this bar here. I want to stop hunt. You know those bears have stops at the all-time high. And I would like to use them for liquidity if we can. Which means this bull body needs to close maybe a couple points higher than where it currently sits. That'd be beautiful. Let's swap over to the 2-minute for a second here. Yeah, it's kind of holding downside. We're going to go back to the 5. This is a little bit higher quality. Come on, bulls, get this thing done. Yeah, Gaines, do you still put on the trade when it's getting close to your stop hunt target? Yes, if it's within, one tick. Then it depends on the size of the signal bar. If the signal bar is 40 points tall and we're 1 point away from the stop hunting, it's like, well, what do I reasonably expect to get? Maybe 5-10 points through the stop hunt of additional liquidity. Because I'm losing all the run-up to the test in terms of potential profit. So then I wouldn't put it on. But, if we're 5 points away and the signal bar is 10 points or 15 points or 20 points tall, all of a sudden that makes mathematical sense for me. Two minutes. Come on, bulls. All right. Minute 12 out. All right, here we go. 30 seconds, and we have got quite the bull sequence coming into the high of day, which also happens to be the all-time high. So 20 seconds out, copy trader, ready to rock. And let's see, I need the bulls to close it. Obviously, you know, they can't pop through before I get in, because that's kind of the idea, is to hunt those stops. But I need to see them close it above that previous bar's wick high. Depending how they do so will determine if I use a limit or a stop limit. What I'm going to do, place the stop limit right there and see. I'll give it 30 seconds, see if we can get relatively quick resolution. Because here, see this? It closed barely, like one tick outside that previous bar's wick high. But that was not the most secure close we could have seen out of the bulls. So, they say, all right, I'll tell you what, I'll dangle the carrot, and I will get long if you pop it through in the first 30 seconds or so. And there is 30 seconds, and those bulls are not getting the job done here. So no trade for me, next bar. All right, we'll do the first Apex account giveaway, the eval. It's good for, obviously, free. It's good for any size account. We'll do it at 150 likes. Redneck, good to see you, brother. 10 Apex, 50K evals with code BIG. Just got to over 53K. Yeah, you should be good to go. Beautiful, good work. Good work. I'll let you know how to participate when we're there. It'll be easy. All right, 2 minutes out. Let's see if the Bulls can get this thing done. Minute 35. We might get something here. Can we thread the needle? Is the question. High at 1750. Signal bar is reasonable. 40 seconds. Okay, we're 25 seconds out. I'm gonna get the copy trader ready to go. High of day and all-time high currently at 817.50. I'd really like to see the bulls close this above that previous bar's wick high. But these bars are so small that I'm not even, honestly, I'm not necessarily against getting long with a limit if we dip beneath this bar's wick low. Let's see if the bears even give us that opportunity to put that order out. Because that way I mean, all I have to risk really is like that wick. I'll place it. I'll give it until 4 minutes on the 5-minute bar, which is 30 more seconds. Because I don't actually mind that at all, and the risk is small, and that gives us an opportunity to see if we can hunt those stops. But if they don't fill us within the first 60 seconds of this bar, which ends in 10 seconds, then I don't really want to participate. So I'll get ready to pull it. And there it is, I'll pull it. Okay. All right, bulls, really, they're hesitating up here, aren't they? We may, now, this previous test of all-time high this morning, that was kind of a double top because we popped through like 1 point and then faded hard. So are we going to see a triple top at the all-time high here heading into the weekend? Now becomes the big question. What do you guys think? What do you guys think? Biblical, I think you might be onto something. Which prop? I am currently on Take Profit Trader and Apex, which I think is kind of a magic combo. Take Profit Trader, you can get some money coming in quickly, daily payouts, at least more consistently, and then Apex, you can try to get those accounts up. Take Profit only lets you go to 5 accounts. Apex, you can go up to 20. So I think, Take Profit to get money coming in, especially if you're trying to bootstrap, like going full time. I think Take Profit's the move, at least at first. There's the pop through the high. Kind of a lame fucking pop, to be honest with you. And then Apex when it's time to make the numbers, a bit bigger. This is Ninja Trader. I use Ninja with the Affordable Indicators Copy Trader. and I plug in Take Profit Trader with Tradeovate, and I plug in Apex with Rhythmic. All right, 15 seconds. Yeah, see, you know, when you have a range market that's just kind of acting as a big wide range, you get a pop through the high, bears instantly step in, bulls get insecure, go cower in the corner. So, you know, honestly, if we could get a bear body closing beneath this wick low, I'm shorting it. Just risk the curl. If it pushes higher in the face of this, then no big deal. But I'd like to bet on that range if we could. Bulls are trying again here. Yeah, this is Ninja. All right, 2 minutes 45 seconds left here on this 5-minute bar. All right, 2 minutes out. We are currently in one of those slow little grinds that I gotta tell you, I hope it happens, but I'm not convinced we just enter some big, massive bull trend out of nowhere. Why? It would have to feed on itself, and I just don't know if the bulls have it in them right now. So I think we're probably either entering a sideways trading range, or we'll slowly just start curling and pulling back toward the middle of the big intraday range. So right now I'm kind of looking for any reasonable way to get short. But if the bulls pop it up through and see some nice big close that's right at the high, I'm gonna have to get long. I don't care. My bias is meaningless. I'm trading the price action. I let the price action give me the bias in the moment, and then when I close the trade, my bias has immediately looked right back at the chart and said, hey, if I have one, which I usually don't, is it still even correct? Now, the only time I'm going to have a bias is in a big trend. I think people come in the chat pretty often. They're like, hey, what's your bias for the day? I purposefully come in with a fresh set of eyes every day. That's on purpose. I work very hard to stop having a bias because we just need to watch what the market does, trade the price action. At least that's what I need to do. If you get too caught up in like the news, like, oh, this happened, so I think this is going to happen, you're going to lose. News gets so effectively baked into futures. It's just too hard to trade a bias off of a news headline and be right consistently because you're late every time. Watch CNBC and believe everything they say. You know, when people, I have nothing against this, by the way. It's just you should understand that as a trader, when people go on CNBC, Fox Business, Bloomberg, Yahoo Finance, the only reason they're on there is one, personal brand, which is important, especially if you're a fund manager, because you need to raise money. People need to know who you are. And number two, to try to pump your own book. Why else would you go on? For fun? Like, it's not like fun like that. You go on to talk and they're building a personal brand and trying to pump their own book. So everything they say you should take with a massive grain of salt. Which is true for everything on you know, I think like mainstream traditional media like that. All right, 3 minutes, 20 seconds. Nah, it's the camera angle. I'm very open. I'm 5'1", and I weigh 115 pounds. Two minutes out. Let's see, man. Can the Bears close this thing up? All right, minute 15. Let's see here. We might have something. We might have something on our hands. If these bull bodies were still this strong heading into this bar, I would not be looking to short this. But with all these weak, shrinking bull bodies and wicks, and then also this being a potential triple top at the all-time high, I'm very open to doing that. All right, we're about 15 seconds out. Copy trader is engaged. And I need to see the bears close this up down beneath that wick low. Come on, bears. Oh, a bunch of weak bears today, man. And honestly, I mean, aside from these few closes, a bunch of weak bulls too. Look at all these. Inside, 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 inside. Inside bear. Oh, man. Sometimes the days are just like this. You know, it'll clean up. It'll clean up. That's a joke. All right, bulls, come on now. Are we at the giveaway point yet? Oh, you guys. I was kind of thinking you guys wanted to pass this baby today. We got time. I don't know, man. I'm probably the wrong guy to ask. Haven't done it. Are we there? All right, we're there. All right, let's do it. Okay. So, I will be giving away, we're going to start with, Jesus. Got coffee all over my keyboard. When the fuck did that happen? Okay, I'm giving away, we'll do two today. But I'm going to start with one. I have these special magical codes that you put into Apex the same way you would use code BIG when you guys are buying accounts, and you're always using code BIG? Motherfuckers. Better be. You put it in the same way after I give you the code, and poof, you select any size Apex account you want, and it says, oh, you have to pay $0. So, here's how to enter. We are going to do it this way. When I say go, and not a smudge earlier, you can enter up to 10 times. Please only enter 10 times. Keep track. And you will drop in the chat, when I say go, the size account that you'll use it for if you win. Okay, so you'll just say, hey, 50K, 300K, 25K, 100K static, 250, 150. And you can write that up to 10 times. Please stay true to only 10 times. You scumbags. And then we'll pick like a 3-year-old would, because it's more fun that way, and I think probably more fair. So, you ready? Up to 10 times. What size account will you select if you win? Go! And I will give you guys a couple of minutes to get this done. Again, you can enter up to 10 times. Uh-oh. Oh, shit. There we go. My chat was glitching. All right, we're good. We're good. All right, 30 seconds. 30 seconds. Hustle. How steady are your fingers under pressure? This is hotkeys training. This is trader boot camp right here. All right, cut it, cut it, cut it. That's it. That's it. Stop. Stop it. Stop entering. That is it. All right. All right, we've got a whole bunch. And we're going to do this twice today, so don't you worry. And if even one motherfucker bitches that they lost, oh man, you're going to get it. Okay. Ready? So around here we pick. I do not use a bot. I do not code anything up. Because, I don't know, you could code in something that cheats or whatever. So we're going to do it the same way that a 3-year-old might. And we are going to cover our eyes like this and scroll through. And whoever, I'll do it for a little while. I'll go up and down, up and down. Whoever, and since you can enter 10 times, you can't say, well, I entered early, so I lost. Well, you should have timed it better. Which is kind of a fallacy, because there's no way to time it better if it's random. So, whoever's name my mouse lands on when we're done wins the first account of the day, and we're going to do this twice. Ready? I gotta make sure it's working. Hang on, I'm not cheating. Alright. Alright, we're good. What do you guys think? Now, last person who actually 2 winners ago hit me up and they were like, bro, I used that account. I just took like 4 payouts. So they turned a free account into a whole bunch of money. Ready? Ooh, it didn't highlight. Do I bump it left? Oh, shit. I have an idea. I have an idea. The market. We are between Tony Lanes and Raul Sanchez, correct? Would you guys agree? Okay, between Tony Lanes and Raul Sanchez. It landed right between you two. So here's what we're gonna do. Tony and Raul, I need both of you to come to an agreement. I need one of you to bet bullish, one of you to bet bearish on the next, let's do this. Let's do a 1-minute bar because it's harder to read. Tony and Raul, one of you guys bet bullish and one of you bet bearish. And the next bar, can we come to an agreement, you two? Are you even here? Tony, are you here? You've got 5 seconds to write a comment, brother, or Raul wins it. He's here. He's here. Tony, do you have a bet? Are you cool with bearish? All right. All right, Raul's bullish. Tony is bearish. This bar is unfair. This bar gives Raul an unfair advantage. So the next bar will be a fresh rollover. However it closes is the winner. Raul is bullish, Tony is bearish, and if we close as a true doji, I will give both of you an account. Is that fair? I think we're good. Okay, this is a 1-minute chart. Next bar is the deal breaker. Let's see. I feel like it's pretty evenly matched considering how the mix we've had as of late, honestly. All right, this next bar is it. Raul is bullish. Tony is bearish. However this bar closes up is the winner. What do we think? Are we taking side bets? Tony's in the driver's seat right now, man. 25 seconds out. I don't know. If it dojis, truly, you're both getting an account. But let's see here. 10 seconds. Tony, you're the winner, baby. All right. If you're not already, Raul, better luck next time. Tony, if you're not already in the free Discord, go join it. When you get there, say, "What's up, brother? It's Tony. I will add you as a friend." Okay, once we do that, I'll tell you what to do and I'll get you your code. Oh man, I think we're turning some of you guys into game show gambling addicts. I love it. All right. Tony, you hitting that Discord? Back on the 5 minute here. Gotta do it sometimes. All right, Tony, hit me with the say hey. Hey, motherfucker, it's Tony. Who are you? There he is. All right, we've got 2 minutes left, by the way, on this 5 minute bar. There he is. I think that was honestly super fair because Raul was able to lock in his bullish bet first. Oh, there's another pop. Tony, I just added you as a friend. Accept that. Okay, you accepted it. Now, I need you to just send me, obviously no personal information. Just send me a screenshot of you logged in to your Tony YouTube account. In DM. Send it via DM. Here, I'll send you a DM so you have the thread. Just send a screenshot there so I know it's no lame trying to steal your account, and then I'll send you the code. All right, 65 seconds out. Let's see what the Bulls can do here, man. For those of you guys, by the way, who were not involved, we are doing another giveaway here today, which we will do at 200 likes, which is a super easy goal. Nah, Tony, bro, I need you to go to YouTube and just show me your YouTube account. You know what I mean? Just that you're logged in to Tony Lanes on YouTube. Just send me the screenshot, because we got a lot of scumbags trying to steal shit around here. Well, not in the stream, but on Discord. There's a whole bunch of scammers on Discord. I just want to make sure you get it. All right, 4 minutes, 30 seconds out here from the close of this 5-minute bar. There he is, Big Dog Tony. All right. There you go, Tony. There is your magic code. That makes any size eval you want at Apex free. We're going to give away another one here at 200 likes. Big old doji close on that last bar. Let's see what we get on this one. 3 minutes out. All right. Are you guys in a position right now? I know some of you guys are probably sitting long for a swing, right? Well, I know a lot of you guys are probably sitting short betting on the range, too. As sitting short, huh? Yeah, I mean, it would take something here, I think, for the Bulls to just enter, like we talked about before, just for the Bulls to enter some big bull trend is kind of, improbable, I want to say. I mean, we're looking at a big range, so what would it take for that to occur? I really think it would take some big self-fulfilling price action prophecy, and I'd trade it. But it would be kind of surprising if we had just some big random bull trend keep pushing into all-time highs to enter the weekend here. But if we get it, man, I'll trade it. All right, 15 seconds out. Oh, goodness. All right, Bears, come on now. We got to see these Bears take this a bit lower. 20 EMA here on the 5s at 790. So, you know, we've got room, but... Yeah, Pat, you know, these come every once in a while. It's not technically a zero trade session. I took a few trades overnight, and again, Wednesday night, I did pretty well. Yesterday, we came in for the day session, took a good winner off the rip, and then lost 2 in a row. Still green on, well, if you include those 3 and then the Wednesday overnight session, which is technically like Thursday's session. So then last night, I was sitting here working and open volatility was pretty good. So I traded it and did pretty well again last night. And now today, there's just fucking no trades. It's bizarre. Like, we don't see this very often out of me. I still think we're going to get... I think we're going to get some action here. I mean, ATR 16 on the 5. It's not atrocious. It's not great. Javaz bought some Apex accounts using code BIG. Love it. Gotta love it. All right, we'll give away that second Apex eval. Any size, magic code here at 200 likes. Until we do that, we're trading price action. Now, honestly, right now, we're a minute 30 out here from the close of this 5 minute. It starts to get kind of interesting because I think we're probably entering what's either a wedge or a sideways trading range. So a bear body closing like down here, I would actually buy it and then risk just this for a really, really small stab. Now, you know, the 20 EMA, you'd like to get underneath there. There's really no good way to do it, to structure it to make sense, but that would be a pretty specific close I would need out of the bears to do that. So, you know, if we get it, we'll put it on. All right, back in 2. When we get back, we're going to be at 200 likes and we're going to give away another account. All right, welcome back. Well, so far at least, this Pharaoh Friday has proved to be kind of a weird market day, honestly. You know, looking back, there's always those days where you look back and you're like, oh man, it looks like there were, but you missed an entry or whatever, or wasn't really there in the moment. And then in hindsight, it's like, oh shit. But this is, it's kind of rare to have such a low trade count. Well, really none so far on stream here today for me. But, as a scalper, oftentimes my trade count, this last week it's been a bit lower each day. But oftentimes we're looking at 5 or 10 a day, if not more. But we can only put on what's there. I'm not going to force anything. All right, are we at 200 likes yet so we can give away this other account? Oh, you guys. You guys. You know what we ought to do? We ought to figure out ways to start gambling here on stream. Aside from our normal gambling, which is called day trading. Just kidding. But we gotta start figuring out ways to start gambling here that no one gets mad about. YouTube. For the sake of giving away free evals. Now, how would we do that with a lot of people involved? I guess we could take bets on closing prices of NQ at certain times. We could do something like that. It's kind of hard to track. But there's a big old inside close here on the 5-minute on the Nasdaq December futures contract. So we'll go next bar here, 4 minutes, 40 seconds out. ATR down beneath 15, now at 14 on the average range of a 5-minute bar here, which is pretty low. No, we're not going to do that marble game. It's got to be market related. Come on now. All right, Tony, we'll see you Monday. Go make an account and claim their prize. Not my problem. Yeah, Tom, that sounds about right, huh? All right, less than 3 minutes out here. Bear's actually getting something done here. Oh, Brandon, you got some good gambling ideas. Let's all check in on Brandon a little more. All right, are we there? Are we at 200 likes? Well, are we ready or what? We're there. Did everyone fall asleep? I get it. The market kind of slow, man. ATR below 15. Kind of tough. We'll see what this afternoon brings. All right. Shall we do the next giveaway? Yes or no? All right, let's do it. Let's do it. So, we're giving away the second free Apex eval here of the day. Here's how it's going to go. Whoever wins, and I will tell you how to enter here in a second. Whoever wins, I will be sending you a code. That code, you use the same way as you do an affiliate coupon code at Apex. And you can use it for any size eval at Apex. 25K, 100K static, 50K, 250, 300K. Does not matter. All right, and I will be sending that to you if you win. So here's how to enter. When I say go and not a lick earlier, let's do how long have you been trading? We've used this one before. You're going to put in, and this doesn't affect your ability to win, by the way. I don't care if you've been trading 60 years or 6 days. When I say go, you will put how long you've been trading, and you may enter up to 10 times. Okay? Again, please keep it to only 10. Count. And you can put it in the chat separately. You can space out your entries as close together or as much as you'd like. You can enter up to 10 times. How long have you been trading in the chat? Go! And I will give you 3 minutes total at 12:14:20 Central Time. That's it. You're done. We are all over the board here, man. We've got, what, 5 days? 25 years? Two minutes. Market, by the way, is still in this, I'm curious to see. Does this turn into a little trading range here? With the 20 EMA here on the 5-minute chart coming up, we might see that end up playing out, which we talked about way the hell back here. So let's see if that becomes a thing here. All right, 60 seconds to get your 10 votes in. Please do not go over 10. Scumbags. $25 seconds. Five seconds. Cut it. Stop. Entries are done. No more entries. That's it. Cutoff time. I better see that chat stop moving here. All right. Good. Let's do it. What do you guys say? All right. Again, whoever my mouse lands on. Let's set some rules this time, because we've never had that problem we had last time. Whoever my mouse lands on when I'm scrolling like a 3-year-old, right, with my eyes closed, will be the winner. Okay? If it lands like in between two people where it doesn't highlight anybody, those two people will go to the arena for the golden candle, which is a 1-minute bet. One of you takes bullish, the other side takes bearish, and however that 1-minute candle closes, that's the winner. But whoever's highlighted, if we do not get that, is the winner, unless we have to go to the golden candle. Does that make sense? All right, ready? Let's go to the very, very top to ensure that this is totally fair, because then I can go top down and include everybody's, all 10 entries, up to 10. Okay. All right, we ready? Let's do this. Ready? I'm going to close my eyes, scroll around for a while, and we will pick. Make sure it's working here. All right. Do this for maybe 10, 15 seconds. Go all the way down, all the way up. Ready? Was that fair? Was that fair? You guys watched. I opened my eyes. Was it fair? I think it was fair. GX Into, 2 years, you are our winner for the day. Our second winner here today. I don't think I moved the mouse. I wasn't even looking. All right, is he here? All right, he is our winner. If I hear one person bitching and moaning about losing, you are off to the kindergarten corner to be a bitch by yourself. All right, Jinto, okay, go to the free Discord. And I will, when you get to the free Discord, which is in the description, by the way, I don't know if I mentioned that last time. Just go to the link. It's free. Join, say, hey, it's Jinto. And I will add you as a friend. And then once I do that, I'll let you know how to prove that it's you, which is very, very basic. There he is. All right, I added you. I added you as a friend. All right, 2 minutes, 23 seconds left on this 5-minute bar. See what we get here. Oh, he knows what's up. He already sent it to me. He showed up with the receipts. All right, brother. Jinto meant business. I added him and he sends me a screenshot of him logged into his YouTube account in 2 seconds. That's what I like to see. We're not fucking around. He's trying to pass this thing. There you go, big dog. Go hit that. Good for any size account. All right, we are 65 seconds out from the closure of this 5-minute bar. $40 seconds here. Coming right into the 20 EMA here on the 5. That is quite the self-fulfilling prophecy. So one more bar it is, I suppose, huh? We're gonna need one more. We're right here making a test. 5 seconds till the rollover. All right, now just for context, guys, I do plan on doing these giveaways at least every Pharaoh Friday. All right, Midas Monday, we'll toss them in sometimes. Maybe an off day of the week. I don't know, man. If there's something going on, we need a mood lift, we'll do it. But Pharaoh Friday is trading first, and then party second. But you can count on it, baby. All right, 3 minutes, 50 seconds out. Let's see what we get on this 5-minute bar. Christian, what's up, brother? Good to have you. You missed the giveaways, my man. 2 minutes, 35 seconds out. If the Bulls, by the way, can close this above this previous bar's wick high, I'm buying it and risking this curl. Very easy, no thought kind of trade for me. I know what to risk. I know what to shoot for as far as take profit. and I know whether or not to enter. Those are the best kinds of trades. They take almost no mental capital, you just execute. All right. Minute 6 out. Okay, we're 20 seconds out, so I'm gonna have to get the copy trader engaged, and if the bulls can give us a close above this previous bar's wick high, come on bulls, 10 seconds to clean this baby up. If they can, I'm gonna have to punch it to the long side, and the bulls are once again cowering in the corner, scared to approach. So that's gonna be a nothing for me. All right, guys. Well, I'll tell you what. Apex, if you did not win the giveaway today, there's always the giveaways next week. But Apex is 80% off, and single day pass if you would like to just take the bull by the horns. Using code BIG, B-I-G, Take Profit Trader, daily payouts, tremendous way to go, I think, if you're trying to bootstrap going full time and get money coming in quickly. Take Profit Trader is 40% off and no activation fee if you use code BIG, B-I-G, when you buy the account. All right, guys, hey, subscribe to the channel. I will be back live trading for hopefully a whole bunch more action than we had here so far today, Monday morning. I will see you guys then. Have a good weekend. Do your job. Your job this weekend is not to crack out and say, I need to be trading and show up Sunday night at the open and trade a 3 ATR. Your job is to rest up and be fresh so you can make good, not stressful decisions on Monday. All right, guys? Hey, like the stream on the way out, and I will see you Monday morning. Have a good one. Have a good weekend. Rest up. Be fresh. See you Monday.